here. But I told y'all I was gonna do the challenge. Not really a challenge, but do a story time really with y'all. I feel like it's long overdue. So I'm gonna give y'all story time about my first heartbreak. Okay. So, and also the lighting is off today. My puppy chewed through my cord on my lights, so I gotta work around that, try to improvise on the lighting, but it don't matter. Anyways, but yeah, I only have 2 exes. All them other niggas, yeah, we're not even gonna speak on them. Don't claim me, baby. I do not remember you. My first heartbreak is from my child's father. Okay, so this happened back in 2016. Leading up to we were together. Let's just start from scratch. We were together. I graduated high school, 2010. We met late September 2010. We met on Facebook. And we got to talking or whatever. And we started dating October 1st. We were moving hella fast. Like, yeah. So we met late September 2010. We started dating October 1st. We made it official. He asked me to be his girlfriend. By December 2010, I conceived my child and was pregnant. Okay. Speed it up. By April, we moved in together. April 2011, we moved in together. I was like 4 months by then, I think. Y'all do the math. Something like that. And yeah, everything was good. Had a good pregnancy. We were living together. We was practically like we were married without the damn certificate and ring at that point. We were together from 2010 all the way to 2016. So we're together for 6 years. We never broke up. You know, well, you have those little fights where it's over, but y'all not really breaking up. Y'all, we still living together. It was never no official breakup. We broke up maybe one time for like 2 days while I was pregnant. But other than that, we were together to 2016. But leading up to the breakup, it was actually 2015 where we actually ended. The end of 2015, we had got in a big argument, and he left the house. He was going out with his friends a lot and stuff. And I was like, okay. At first, I wasn't stunned because I was taking it as one of them little fights where we'll get back together. I'm not taking him serious. But like a week later, he was still coming home, but it was just distant. We weren't talking, none of that. And then so it was 2015 December-ish. We had a big fight and he left the house. So he left the house. No, let me backtrack. It was Thanksgiving around that time, I think. Because December. Yeah, we're actually. I'm wrong. Correct. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm wrong. We broke up 2016, but 2015 is when the shit started happening. Like a lot of arguments and petty shit and distance, going days not talking to each other, shit like that. But we're still living together. We're just ignoring each other really at that point. So early 2016, around January is where I started to question him, like, what's up? Like, what's going on? Like, you acting different. Are we together? Like, are you seeing somebody on the low? What's up? And he kept saying no, you know, shit like that. And back in the day, I used to be the investigator of fucking, I don't even know what to put it on. Like, I was investigating everything. I knew the nigga passwords to everything, so I never needed to go through his phone. He was on my phone bill plan, so if I really wanted to see who the hell he was talking to, I could look online and see it. Yeah, I was really on that shit. I was like in love, acting crazy. This, right, y'all, this is my first relationship, in love, all that. We're 6 years in almost. But so I was just like, okay, whatever, you ain't gonna tell me, I'm gonna find it. So I kept seeing his number on his call log, and they were talking, like, and back then he used to work night shifts, so he was never home at night. So, but I kept noticing a certain number that was on the phone. They were on the phone while he was at work for like certain periods of time. They kept texting a lot and stuff. I'm like, okay. So I asked him about it, and he wouldn't tell me. Of course, I'm not stupid. I knew it was some bitch. Now at this point I had to find out who the fuck it was. So one day I remember this. something was wrong with his phone. And I work in tech support, like I know how to fix phones and shit. So something was wrong with his phone, was glitching or something. I was like, let me see. And then when I had his phone, I was like, bitch, you need to, while you got your chance, go through his phone real quick, like, whatever. So I seen this certain number, that I seen a name in the phone, and then I was like, let me see what this number is, and it matched the number that was on the call log. So I was like, okay, so I have her name now. So I just went on like I didn't know nothing, and I started to snoop through his Instagram followers, see if I could find the name, blah blah blah. And then also back then, you know where Snapchat used to tell you people's best friends. That means you're talking to them frequently on Snapchat. I looked and I seen this certain name. I asked him about it. He was like, oh, that's somebody I just sell. Sorry, that's somebody I, serve or whatever. So I was like, okay. So I started to put two and two together, blah blah blah. And I remember her name. So I found her Instagram, and then her Instagram name is the same name as Snapchat, I believe, or similar to it, something like that. And then her real name was in her bio. So I was like, okay, this is who this bitch is. Why the fuck I work with this bitch? I worked with her. Now I worked at a call center. I'm not gonna say which call center it was, but I worked at the call center. I remember we actually had the call center is really big. So it's different teams and shit within the call center, but it was a certain meeting we all had to go to. Like they picked certain people to go to. It was like a round table type of meeting, and I remember her in there, so I know exactly who she was. I know what she looked like, all of that. I found her Instagram and shit. Okay, so I didn't freak out or nothing. I just went and blocked her number from calling him and stuff. Now this is where I thought I fixed the situation. I was like, okay, I'm stupid. I didn't think that he was just going to download a text-free app and just call and text from there. And that's what he was doing. Of course, that wouldn't show online because you're texting through Wi-Fi. So it's not like through cellular service, so you're not going to find nothing. So I'm thinking everything good or whatever. But something kept telling me something wasn't right. Like he was still going. He was going. Now, mind you, when we were together, he never went out. Like, he was always up my ass. We was always up each other's ass. That's all we wanted to do. Be a family, be home, be around each other. And so he kept going out and stuff again a lot, and I was just like, you know what, something's going on. So what the hell? So one night he fell asleep, and I went through his phone. No, I didn't. One night he fell asleep, and I asked him before he went to sleep. I was like, are you cheating on me? Like, what's up? Like, there's something. I know something's going on. Like, who is it? Like, are you cheating on me? Do you want to just break up for good, move out? Like, what do you want to do? Because I'm not going to stay with you if we're going to keep living like this. And by this time, it's been like a month and a half of him acting funny, and we having suspicions. So he's like, no, he looked me dead in my eyes. No, I'm not doing nothing. Leave me alone. Like, stop questioning me. And I just let him go to sleep. But I could not sleep. Like, something's bothering me. Mind you, it's like 4 or 5, almost 6 o'clock in the morning. I don't know, around that time. I just could not sleep. So remember I said I know his passwords to everything. So I just got on my phone, logged out of my Snapchat and logged into his. And I went to his recent messages. And he had a message from that same Snapchat name that I found like a week or two before this happened. I was like, okay. And it was an unread message. And I opened it up, and she said something like, is she home or some shit? Are you around her or something? So I'm like, okay, there's something they doing. And she obviously knows the fuck about me. So I go through their history. Now it was a little spotty because, sometimes if you don't save your messages, some stuff is going to be missing, but some things were still in there. And then I guess she's seen that I seen the message, so she proceeds to video chat him, and it pops up, and this bitch's ass naked on the toilet or something. She was getting I don't know what the fuck was going on. By this time, after I'm snooping through his phone, it was like 8, 9 in the morning by now. I was not going through his phone, but like going through all his information, like his Snapchat and stuff, like seeing who he's been talking to, going through his Facebook, all of that. And I got a new video message from her on his Snap because I was still logged into it. So it came on my phone, and this bitch is half naked, like naked, titties out, pussy out, ass out. Like, I don't know, she was getting dressed, she was sitting on the top. I don't know what the fuck, I can't really remember specifically. I just remember the bitch was naked. Sent all type of fire through me, okay? So I messaged her like on some I was on go, like I'm finna beat your ass type shit. And then she said something back. I can't remember what the fuck she said. It was like LOL, some dumbass shit like that. But then I was like, you know what? I'm not finna act crazy. He not finna get me like this. I'm not finna fight no bitch over a nigga. Now I should beat her ass because she knows the fuck about me, obviously. Bitch, he comes home to me and you know we got our shots together. You know the whole nine, and I'm gonna get to that in a minute. That how the bitch knows the whole thing, right? But she knew. But I let it slide. I was like, okay, whatever, because my problems with my nigga. My problems with my nigga. Can't no bitch break up no relationship if he didn't leave the door open to break up the relationship, period. So I wrote her back again. I was like, you know what, my bad. I shouldn't have came off like that, but I want to link up. I want to talk. I want to get some information because this nigga's clearly lying to me. So what's up? So she calls me. Well, I had to go to work, actually. Or I went to my brother's house. I didn't go to work. I went to my brother's house. Or I think I did go to work, but I got off early. Something like that. But I ended up calling her, and we was on the phone for a long minute. She was giving me all types of details, how long it was happening. Now, I remember this one specific day. I went to the point of, did y'all have sex? And she told me yes, and she told me the day. And I remember this specific day because this is happening, this is the end of February. By then, I remember this one specific night. I remember this day. I think it's February 8th, 2016. I remember that night because I was calling him. He had left, and I kept calling and texting him like, "Where are you at? Like, what's going on? Like, I know you cheated on me." This type of situation. That's what we were talking about. He was like, "Man, shut the fuck up." Like, he was just cussing me out. He's like, "Stop talking to me. I'm not doing shit. Blah blah blah. You acting annoying. You annoying the fuck out of me. That's why I left. I'm out with my nigga. Blah blah blah." And back then he had an iPhone, so. Then when he said that, I started texting him. My calls kept going straight to voicemail. I started texting him, and I started noticing my text returning green. So, and this was late at night too. It was like 10, 11 at night by then. And the messages were green. And I was like, okay, this nigga either blocked me or turned his phone off, something like that. So I remember that day. So when she told me that day, I was like, were you with him that night? No, she told me they had sex. I was like, okay. Do you know around when? She was like early February. And I was like, does February 8th or was it 6th? Something like that. February 6th or the 8th. Something like that. Does that sound familiar? She's like, oh yeah, I think that was the night, the first time, bitch. The first time that they had sex. I was like, okay. I remember that night because we were arguing, his phone turned, my messages wasn't going through. She's like, oh yeah, I watched him put his phone on I watched him put his phone on airplane mode. And also that night, when that happened, he didn't come home. He came home like 6 o'clock in the morning. He only came home because he knew I had to go to work the next day and he had to watch our son. So he came home and I just knew something happened. I would never forget that day. And when she confirmed, I was like, I know I'm not stupid. Like, I remember that shit. So I'm like, wow. She started telling me a bunch of stuff, like how he was downplaying our relationship. Yes, he was going through shit. We were broken up. We were still living together. He was trying to say like he don't sleep in the bed with me. He only there for our son. Stuff like the typical fuck nigga shit, lying. And around this time, y'all was tax time, right? So, I'm splurging on my nigga, right? I'm trying to get him back. I'm spending my money on him. I'm trying to bring him back over. Like, I'm trying to fix our relationship. This nigga why I told her that, and she told me that he said that he bought the shoes that he had on, like the shit that I was buying him. He told me, or the shoes that I bought him and all the clothes and stuff that I had bought him, he told her he bought it. So he was like lying as if I wasn't. He was like stunned with the shit I bought him. So that shit pissed me off. So I was like, okay, we gotta make up a plan. She was like, I'm sorry, like the nigga, like I knew y'all were living together. She's trying to plead her case, whatever. But at that point, I was like, I gotta get my revenge. So we was really planning on linking up, like catching him in the act. Like I was just gonna have her pull up and we both be there, and he just stuck. But it didn't work out that way because he had to go do something. I can't remember. He had to go do something, but yeah. So that happened, and but we did finally actually catch up. Like before he left, I was like, I know about her name. I know everything. I done talked to her. We know everything about each other. Like now you call. Like what you gotta say? And he was like, I gotta go make this run real quick. I promise to be back to talk to you. I don't remember what else happened that day, but me and her were still talking. Like, okay, he just left. He knows what's going on. Blah blah blah. Fast forward like a week later. Of course, my dumb ass. I knew everything, but I thought he would stop talking to her, but they were still talking. So I was like, okay. By now it's early March. So I'm like, wow, like I'm not about to be your girl and you still talking to this. At this point, this nigga was like, I want both of y'all, like I can't pick. That right there, bitch, let me know that he was not for me. We grew out of each other. He didn't have no type of respect for me. He nasty as fuck. Like all types of shit. I was like, okay. So, March 9th, I think it was March 9th, was the Between the Sheets tour with Chris Brown and Trey Songz. I went there that night. Went there that night and we had an argument about something. I think he was just mad that I was going out type shit. He was just had an attitude, felt the way because I was going out with my bitches and going to the concert. And we was arguing during the concert, and then my phone had died, so I didn't talk to him. But when I got home, he was acting funny or whatever, and he was home, and I was in my room and just chilling. He came up to me and he was like, "So and so just hit me up." The girl, she said, I think that night also was like, I think Yo Gotti was here or somebody. It was another concert at a club or whatever. She was there. She went to that. And he was like, she's drunk and she don't want to drive all the way home. Coming from the club where she was to home was passing our house. She's like, can she stop by? Like, I know this is out of the ordinary or whatever, but the girl drunk. I'm not trying to have her continue to drive drunk because she just called me and asked to pick her up. Some stupid shit like that. I was like, what the fuck? No. The girl pops up any fucking way. And he comes in the room. He's like, she here. I'm just let her lay on the couch. I'm finna come in here with you or some stupid shit. And I was like, what? Like, what the fuck? So I got mad at him about that. He just went, y'all, niggas disrespectful, okay? I can't believe that I bet y'all sitting there shocked, like, bitch, what? Yeah, the nigga came. He was like, you acting fun. I'm finna just go chilling here with her or whatever. Like, the bitch he cheated on me with is in my house. And he's telling me I'm acting funny because she's over there. And I told him I didn't want her over there. Like, so I'm like, you know what? I'm finna go and sit. I'm not finna let them be in my house where I pay my motherfucking bills at. Chill in my living room like shit gravy. Like, no. So I went in there and I just sat in there. And mind you, me and the girl, we didn't really have no beef. I was still pissed. My anger was more towards him. And at this point, I kind of knew our relationship was not gonna last. I think our lease was about to be up too. So I was just like, I'm gonna ride this shit out, co-parent with him or whatever. But I'm not gonna have you. If you want to fuck with the bitch, do that. But you really got this bitch in my house. Like, that shit's weird. So I went in there, went in the living room, and I went in the living room with them, and they were smoking or whatever. And he asked me, did I want to smoke? And I was just looking like I thought this bitch was drunk. If she can smoke, she can go home. And we just started it. And he just like, chill out, let's just smoke. Like, besides the shit that's going on, let's just smoke. Let's just get high, like, whatever. So I was like, okay. Okay, y'all. So, blah, blah, blah. That happens. And we started smoking or whatever. We started smoking. And this is where shit gets spicy. Where shit gets real, okay? Where a bitch comes into the play and gets her fucking revenge, okay? So, that happened. I'm not gonna give every detail, but pretty much we ended up having a threesome that night. That was my first ever threesome, my last threesome I've done since then. I will never do it again, but we had a threesome. Long story short, my ex after it happened, he got up and left. Like, he went to hoop or whatever. So I texted him like, what's wrong with you? Me and the girl just chilling. And I was like, what's wrong with you? He's like, what the fuck? Like, how my bitch fuck a girl that I cheated on? Like, what the fuck's wrong with you? Like, he was mad, bitch. Mad as hell because I stole his bitch, sat on her face in front of him. He was mad. So I was just nonchalant at that point. And then also, aside of that, I started talking to somebody else too. So I was kind of getting over the situation. So I really didn't care no more. But he got mad about that. And I started talking to somebody. And I guess him and the girl, they eventually fell off. I don't remember how long they were talking after that, but they eventually fell off. But I did start talking to somebody that's also, I can't see it, but this date, March 13, 16, sorry, tatted on me. Because that is the day that I got strength after that whole, everything went on. Also, I left out a part where we did have like a really, really big fight. Like, he broke all of our pictures off the wall. I came home, it was crazy mayhem. He had left the house, but she was everywhere. And I remember I was crying that night. And that's also why my son wasn't there that night of the threesome. Because the day we had that big argument, he broke everything and I came home. He had left, but I called his mom because I needed to clean up and just get my shit together. Like, I was heartbroken at that point. And she came to pick my son up. So he was gone with her for those 2 days. But yeah, March 13, 2016, I had got tatted on me because that is the day I will never forget. I just sat in my house. I felt so broken and alone and just like not myself. Like, I was doing shit I would never do, like, or never tolerate. But it was my first heartbreak, my first love, and the first guy I ever lived with, the first guy I had a child with, all of that. So he was my first everything. So I really was just trying to do anything to make my relationship work. But I got, after being a month and a half of some bullshit, I was like, this nigga don't love me. Like, that shit faded, I guess. And so I was just like, okay. I just realized that was the day I came to realization that, bitch, you need to move on. Like, you a bad bitch. Okay, you don't need this shit from this nigga or whatever. So yeah. So I started talking to somebody new. I remember by that time, like I said, they had fell off. I guess they weren't talking no more, but I didn't really give a fuck because I was talking to somebody new. Once you meet somebody new and everything's new and they making you happy, you don't give a fuck no more. And I started to stop coming home. I would stay at my brother's house, or I would go to my mom's house a lot, or go see him. And I would just, everything, he started peeping shit. He was like, okay, she ain't asking me questions no more. She ain't come home. What's up? So he texted me one day. We had to exchange our son too, but I had to go pick my son up from him from the house. And he seen me when I came to get my son. I also packed me back because I was going back to my brother's house. He was like, so after I left, I did text him. I was like, has my son ate or whatever? And then that's when he started texting me like, you acting funny. What's up? Blah blah blah. You talking to somebody new? This wasn't the same night, but I did end up telling him I was talking to somebody new, and he had a flip, bitch. Like, his best friend texted me, like, he acting crazy, here, come get him, like, he outside yelling, like, he was going off. Because I had moved on, like, at that point, I just was so unhappy, y'all. That shit broke me, but I moved on, and that was my first heartbreak. My first time getting over a nigga, everything. So, and then we did end up getting back together. We ended up getting back together. We had broke up officially end of February. We broke up like February 28th. And then, but I had moved on and started talking to somebody new around like March 10th or some shit. And that lasted all the way until, I'm gonna say early October. And then my ex, or not the ex, but the guy I was talking to, that I started talking to in March, that I moved on to be with or whatever, he ended up breaking up with me. Not saying we didn't have issues, but he ended up breaking up with me, telling me that I should get back with my ex, my baby daddy, and I was just like, okay. So we broke up, and he eventually, my baby daddy ended up breaking with his girl. We ended up getting back together like October-ish. We broke up February-ish, 2017, and then I started talking to somebody new in March. So yeah, I remember in March, and then I moved here, moving on my own shit finally April 2017, and now here I am. Me and my baby daddy didn't get back together after that last breakup of February 2017. We didn't get back together. We co-parent very well. And that's just what that was. So that was my first heartbreak, y'all. It was crazy. I bet y'all ain't know shit about that. Well, y'all was supposed to, but yeah, it was crazy. And I don't have no beef with the girl. Like, I talked to her, like, we still follow each other on social media. We follow each other. I don't have no beef. Like, I'm not fighting no bitch over no nigga, period, even if it's my baby daddy. I learned my lesson, though. That's why I am the way I am when it comes to these niggas. Like, I don't tolerate shit. Nobody can get, like, I be knowing what the fuck going on. Like, nobody can little girl me, pretty much. I'm grown as hell. I'm not finna play no games. If I can leave my baby daddy, after all the shit we've been through, I can leave any nigga and stop talking to any nigga. Like, my heart's so black. Yeah, y'all. So that was my first heartbreak. I hope y'all enjoyed it. I know y'all wanted to see my first time, but I'm gonna wait a little bit on that. Y'all gotta get our subscribers up. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Get our subscribers up, and maybe I'll do that later on. Get us to 500 subscribers, and then I'll do that story time. So yeah, that was my first heartbreak. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Don't judge me, and nothing. I may have like mixed some days up or timeline up or nothing, something like that, but this whole story is completely facts. This is all true. This is factual shit that actually happened in my life. I don't have to stunt for nobody. This shit really happened, y'all. So yeah, like, comment, share, and subscribe. We'll be having some new videos coming soon. I think I'm gonna record next weekend. when we link up with my sister. Me and Shayla links up with my sister Kayla, because like I said before, she lives in another city. So yeah, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Again, this is my 3. This is Koya, or y'all call me Desiree, whichever y'all prefer. But I'm 1/3 of my 3. This was my story time of my first heartbreak. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Y'all have a great day. Bye.
Unattractive, unemployed. Get some guap, guap, get some chicken. Guap, guap, get some bread. Guap, guap, get some chicken. Guap, guap, get some bread.